going slower. Oh my gosh!
Imagine driving hundreds of miles on roads made entirely of ice, where one wrong move could send you plunging into freezing waters.
Unbelievable. What happened to the clock in the road? There ain't supposed to be nobody else on this ice. It looks like he stopped, like he's just sitting there.
This is the world of ice road truckers, where danger is a daily companion and only the toughest survive. But behind the wheel are stories of resilience, courage, and unexpected heroes who face some of the harshest conditions on the planet. Who are these daring drivers, and what drives them to risk everything on the frozen frontier?
These two big cracks that run through the middle, how every time you go by it, it like re-cracks that big crack. Can't come straight across this lake, but what's between the shore to shore, who knows?
Driving on ice roads is one of the most dangerous jobs anyone can take on. The very roads themselves are made of frozen lakes and rivers, constantly shifting and cracking beneath the weight of heavy trucks. For the drivers who navigate these treacherous paths, every journey carries the risk of disaster. Even the most experienced drivers face challenges, but for newcomers, the reality of this work can be overwhelming. Many new recruits quit shortly after starting, unable to handle the pressure and fear that come with driving on ice roads. The dangers are clear. The ice beneath their trucks is never completely stable. Drivers must maintain a steady speed while crossing, because stopping or getting stuck could mean the ice breaking under them, a potentially fatal event. These risks, combined with the long hours, extreme cold, and remote locations, make the job physically and mentally demanding. For many, the harsh conditions and constant threat of accidents lead to an early exit from the profession. Despite these difficulties, drivers are expected to have plenty of time and experience behind the wheel before they take on the ice roads. Skill and confidence are essential for surviving such extreme conditions. However, one driver who defied these expectations was Steph. When she joined the series in Season 10, she had little to no previous trucking experience. This was unusual and initially caused concern among the team and viewers. Steph's journey into ice road trucking began without the typical background most drivers have. She had to learn everything on the job, under the supervision of more seasoned drivers like Todd Dway and Lisa Kelly. Fans of the show quickly noticed her lack of experience and were curious to see how she would cope with the challenges ahead. During her first season, Steph was put through a tough training process. She had to pass a rigorous driving test ordered by her boss at Polar Industries, Mark Kohowich. It was clear that Steph was starting from scratch, and this fact was later confirmed in an interview with Lisa Kelly in 2016. Kelly mentioned that Steph had not driven a truck before appearing on the show, which sparked a lot of discussions. Many questioned why the showrunners would choose someone with no ice road or trucking experience for such a risky job. Despite the doubts, Steph quickly proved herself to be a resilient and fast learner. She adapted to the demands of the job and gradually gained the respect of her fellow drivers. Throughout seasons 10 and 11, she continued to grow more confident behind the wheel. This development surprised many, especially since she began with so little knowledge. Steph's first ice road trip was with Todd Dway. They were bobtailing, driving a truck without a trailer, to Shamattawa, Manitoba, to pick up 2 polar travels left from the previous season. Todd warned Steph that this trip would not be easy. He told her, "You are in for one hell of a rodeo," emphasizing the dangers she was about to face. Todd himself admitted that putting a rookie on the ice roads was risky and potentially disastrous. Steph understood this too, admitting she had no idea what to expect but was determined to try. What stood out most about Steph was her motivation. She wasn't just driving for herself, but for her son. In an interview with She Drives Trucks, she shared, "It's my son. Everything I do in my life, I do for my kid." How emotional. This personal motivation gave her the strength to push through the fear and uncertainty. As they continued their journey, Todd decided it was time to put chains on the truck's tires, a critical skill for maintaining traction on the ice. Steph confessed that she wasn't sure how to do this, which worried Todd. In a supportive yet anxious way, he taught her how to fit the chains, knowing that she had a lot to prove. He described the situation by saying, "That's pretty scary. She has got high spirits, but she has got a lot to prove today." Steph's challenges didn't end there. At one point, she had to cross a lake that had already been broken through by another truck earlier. Todd stayed on the shore, guiding her over the radio while she drove with the door open for safety. After a tense crossing, Steph reached the opposite shore and expressed relief, saying, "I just made it to land, I think." Overwhelmed, she broke into tears. Todd comforted her, calling her Junior and praised her with "good job." He later remarked that he hadn't seen such a genuine smile on someone's face in a long time. Despite this moment of triumph, the dangers remained constant. The next ice crossing they approached was barricaded, signaling more obstacles ahead. For Steph, these experiences were tough, but they marked the beginning of her transformation from a novice to a competent ice road trucker. Her story highlights the tough reality faced by those who take on the ice roads. It is a job that requires courage, skill, and determination, often under extreme conditions. New drivers like Steph face steep learning curves and the constant threat of life-threatening situations. Yet her journey also shows that with resilience and support, it's possible to overcome these challenges and succeed. Steph's experience also sheds light on the broader dangers and pressures of ice road trucking. The constant cracking of the ice, the unforgiving weather, and the need to keep moving without pause all
Ward brought a raw,
job.
unfiltered authenticity to the show that couldn't be scripted. And it wasn't just talk, whether helping stranded truckers or facing off against industry giants like Polar Industries. Ward made sure everyone knew he wasn't just here to haul loads.
The combination of physical danger and mental stress is too much for some. But for those who stay, the rewards include not only the satisfaction of mastering a difficult profession, but also the respect and admiration of viewers and fellow truckers.
That early experience forged him into the kind of man who didn't just survive on the road, he thrived. Before ice road truckers, he'd spent decades behind the wheels, crisscrossing the U.S. and Canada, moving everything from produce to heavy equipment, always living by his personal motto, any road, any load. By the time he joined the show in Season 6, viewers were ready for a new kind of ice road cowboy, and that's exactly what they got. For 5 seasons, Darrell brought intensity, humor, and heart to the icy highways, turning each delivery into a showdown and each challenge into an adventure. His rivalry with Polar Industries wasn't just for show. It was a battle of pride and legacy. He even launched his own company to go head-to-head with the established giants, proving he wasn't afraid to carve his own path through the ice. But Darrell wasn't all diesel and drama. Off the road, he was known for his deep commitment to community, whether it was organizing food drives for victims of the Louisiana floods, planning to serve as the Grand Marshal for the truck convoy for Special Olympics in Nova Scotia, or just lending a hand to someone in need. Darrell believed in giving back, no matter how busy his life got. Then came the tragedy that shook Ice Road Truckers fans to the core. On August 28, 2016, Darrell was killed in a plane crash near Rock Creek, Montana. He had just wrapped up an appearance at the Great American Truck Show in Dallas, Texas, and was on his way to film the pilot episode of a new show focused on recovering abandoned plane wrecks, a testament to his ever-curious, thrill-seeking spirit. The National Transportation Safety Board later reported that the crash was caused by a sudden right turn during the plane's landing approach. His unnamed co-pilot also perished in the accident. His death wasn't just a loss to the Ice Road Truckers family, it was a gut punch to the trucking world. Fans across the globe mourned the man who had made their palms sweat and hearts swell with pride. Channel 5 in the UK, which drew nearly 1 million viewers per episode during the final season, was flooded with tributes. A statement from the History Channel summed it up best. We are saddened by the tragic loss of Darrell Ward, a beloved member of the History family. He will be greatly missed, and our thoughts are with his family during this difficult time. Darrell Ward lived fast, worked hard, and gave back. He didn't just drive on ice, he burned through it with purpose, heart, and fire. And though he's no longer with us, his legacy rolls on like a rig in low gear through a frozen highway, steady and unforgettable. Art Berg
came to respect his professionalism and authenticity. Over time, he became a symbol of the tough, steady spirit required to succeed in ice road trucking. Driving on ice roads is dangerous and requires a deep respect for the environment. The frozen lakes and rivers that make up the roads are constantly changing. Drivers face extreme cold
and a reputation as one of the North's toughest haulers. From the moment he stepped on screen, it was clear. Art wasn't here to play nice. He was here to haul hard and raise hell. Burke quickly became one of the show's most unforgettable personalities.
Experiences in a memoir titled King of the Road, True Tales from a Legendary Ice Road Trucker. The book gave readers an inside look at the perils of ice road trucking and the personal challenges Alex faced. It also revealed the dedication required to keep moving loads safely across some of the most dangerous roads in the world.
Art's raw authenticity was as refreshing as the icy air that surrounded him. But beneath the rough exterior was a man built for pressure, the kind most people would buckle under. In one of the show's most hair-raising moments, Art's truck broke through the ice, the front wheels plunging into freezing water. Instead of panicking, Art's instincts kicked in. Before thinking of himself, he made sure his cameraman was safe.
The show first aired on the History Channel in 2007 and quickly attracted a loyal audience. It focused on the lives of drivers who haul critical supplies across frozen lakes and rivers in northern Canada and Alaska. These ice roads, only usable during the coldest months, connect isolated communities and industrial sites that are otherwise inaccessible. What made the show
According to CBC News, Burke was attempting to manufacture a potent cannabis concentrate known as shatter, a substance praised for its purity, but infamous for its volatile production process. Creating shatter involves using liquid butane, a highly flammable chemical. One misstep, and you're holding a bomb. That's exactly what happened. The result was a massive explosion that tore through the building where Burke lived. The blast sent a severely injured Art to the hospital with second and third degree burns covering 40% of his body. The damage? Over $60,000 in property destruction, not to mention the emotional and physical toll.
Which helped build interest. Following this early success, the History Channel commissioned a full series in 2006, produced by Thomas Beers, who was known for his work on Deadliest Catch. Filmed in high definition, the series followed the lives of 6 drivers over 2 months as they hauled vital supplies to diamond mines.
I'm going to lose all my savings for retirement. Burke spent 12 agonizing days in the hospital, a painful reminder that even seasoned daredevils aren't immune to life's most unpredictable turns. Once estimated to have a net worth of around $300,000.
The show under various titles and at different times, highlighting its global appeal. As the series progressed, it became one of the History Channel's most successful original programs. The premiere of the first season attracted 3.4 million viewers, making it the most-watched telecast in the channel's history at that point. Critics praised the show for its honest portrayal of a demanding job and the unique personalities of its cast. Adam Buckman of the New York Post described ice road truckers as astonishing, while Virginia Heffernan of the New York Times noted the show's ability to convey the drivers' fatigue and the existential danger they faced on the road. She remarked on the powerful atmosphere the show created, making viewers feel the same tension and fatigue as the truckers themselves. The show's success led to other media projects. In 2008, 20th Century Fox acquired rights to develop a scripted action film based on the series. Although the film was never produced, the interest in the show underscored its popularity. In 2010, a video game for the PlayStation Portable was released, allowing fans to experience the challenges of ice road trucking virtually. The series also found its way into popular culture in unexpected ways. For example, in 2020, Ice Road Truckers was referenced in the outro of a song by Eminem and Juice WRLD, illustrating its lasting impact on a wide audience. Alex Debogorski's role in all this cannot be overstated. His participation in every season made him the face of the series in many ways. His willingness to share his experiences, both on screen and in writing, helped demystify the world of ice road trucking for viewers. Throughout the series, Alex faced the dangers of remote, frozen roads with a steady hand and a warm personality. He earned respect not only for his driving skills, but also for his honesty and humility. For many fans, Alex represented the spirit of the show, a hard-working individual navigating some of the harshest conditions on the planet. The television series Ice Road Truckers captured the attention of audiences worldwide with its unique look into the lives of truck drivers navigating some of the most dangerous roads on Earth. But how did this show come to be? What was the story behind its creation, and why did it resonate so strongly with viewers across different countries? To understand the rise of Ice Road Truckers, it is important to look back at its origins and the context in which it was developed. The concept of ice road trucking as a subject for television first appeared in 2000. The History Channel aired a 46-minute episode titled Ice Road Truckers as part of their Dangerous Missions series. This initial documentary was not yet a full series but served as a gripping introduction to the perilous work of truck drivers who haul supplies across frozen lakes and rivers in Canada's Northwest Territories. These frozen waterways, known as ice roads, are critical transport routes that connect remote communities and industrial sites during the winter months. This first episode was well received by audiences who were fascinated by the high-risk nature of the job and the extreme conditions these drivers faced. Because of the positive reception, reruns of the documentary were later included as part of another popular program on the History Channel, Modern Marvels. It was during this time that the concept of ice road trucking began to gain a following and attract wider attention. Encouraged by the success of the initial documentary and the growing interest in the subject, the History Channel made a decision in 2006 to develop Ice Road Truckers into a full television series. To bring this idea to life, they hired Thomas Beers, an experienced producer known for his work on Deadliest Catch, another reality show focusing on dangerous, real-life jobs. Beers' expertise in capturing the human element of high-risk professions made him an ideal choice to helm the project. The series was shot in high definition, providing a visually stunning portrayal of the northern landscapes and the trucks making their treacherous journeys over frozen terrain. The premise of the show was to follow a group of 6 drivers over a 2-month period as they transported vital supplies to diamond mines and remote communities. These ice roads were only accessible during the coldest months of the year, and the job required a combination of skill, bravery, and endurance. Ice Road Truckers premiered in the United States in 2008 and quickly attracted a loyal viewership. The first season was notable for its compelling cast, breathtaking visuals, and the dramatic tension created by the ever-present dangers of the ice. The show not only highlighted the physical risks, but also explored the personalities and lives of the drivers, making it relatable and engaging. Its success in the U.S. was soon matched by international interest. In the United Kingdom, the series was broadcast on Channel 5 beginning in February 2008, while in the Netherlands it aired on RTL 7 later that year. The show also found audiences in Australia and across Africa, proving that the story of these ice road truckers had a broad and universal appeal. Interestingly, Canada, the home country of many of the drivers featured in the series, did not see the first season air on television until March 2009. Despite this delay, the show became popular among Canadian viewers as well, resonating with those familiar with the challenges of remote northern living. The second season of Ice Road Truckers premiered in June 2008 in the US and soon after in other countries, including the UK and New Zealand. The continued success of the series led to multiple subsequent seasons, with each new season building on the stories and challenges faced by the truckers. The third season premiered in the US in May 2009 and later aired in the UK, continuing to draw in new viewers while keeping existing fans engaged. One of the key factors contributing to the show's popularity was its realism. While some reality shows have been criticized for being overly scripted or staged, Ice Road Truckers was widely praised for its authentic portrayal of the job. The drivers' personalities came through strongly, as did the dangers and difficulties of their work. Viewers gained an appreciation for the skills and mental toughness required to safely navigate the ice roads. Critics also responded positively to the series. Adam Buckman of the New York Post described it as astonishing, highlighting the show's ability to capture the tension and thrill of the ice roads. Meanwhile, Virginia Heffernan of the New York Times praised the show's atmosphere, pointing out how it effectively conveyed the physical and psychological strain the drivers experienced. She noted the existential challenge of fighting fatigue and the constant threat of death while driving on dangerous frozen surfaces. Another interesting aspect of Ice Road Truckers was its opening sequence, which became iconic. The introduction featured a miniature model of a truck breaking through the ice, a dramatic visual that captured the danger and stakes involved in the job. Although the show mentioned real accidents and near misses, it never featured footage of fatal crashes, respecting the sensitivity of such events. The popularity of the series also inspired other media projects. In 2008, 20th Century Fox acquired the rights from the History Channel to produce a scripted theatrical action film based on the series. The screenplay was written by William Wisher Jr., and John Moore was attached as director. Though the movie was ultimately never made, the acquisition itself is a testament to the show's impact and popularity. In addition to plans for a feature film, Ice Road Truckers expanded into gaming. In 2010, Slytherin Software released a video game for the PlayStation Portable, allowing fans to experience the thrill and challenges of ice road trucking in a virtual format. This move into interactive entertainment further broadened the show's reach and influence. The cultural impact of Ice Road Truckers extended even further. In 2020, the show was mentioned in the outro of a song by Eminem and Juice WRLD, indicating its lasting presence in popular culture. This kind of reference shows how the series went beyond the niche world of reality TV and reached a wider audience. Throughout its run, the series managed to shed light on an obscure but vital profession. Ice road trucking plays a critical role in supplying remote northern communities, mining operations, and other industries that depend on the seasonal roads. Without these drivers, many communities would be cut off from essential goods during the winter months. The success of Ice Road Truckers also helped raise awareness about the dangers faced by these drivers. The extreme cold, unpredictable ice conditions and long hours behind the wheel create a job environment unlike most others. The series gave viewers a glimpse into a world that is both thrilling and sobering. The story of Ice Road Truckers is one of innovation in television programming and a fascination with real-life heroes who face extraordinary challenges. From its humble beginnings as a 46-minute documentary to becoming a multi-season hit with millions of viewers around the globe, the show tapped into a deep curiosity about remote places and the people who keep them connected. Its authentic storytelling, dramatic visuals, and unforgettable characters ensured it would leave a lasting legacy in the world of reality television. Ice Road Truckers became a cultural phenomenon not just because of the dangerous jobs it portrayed, but largely due to the compelling stories of its cast members. The show introduced viewers to a group of truck drivers who were not only skilled at navigating treacherous ice roads, but also had fascinating personal backgrounds, unique motivations, and complex characters. These men and women brought life and authenticity to the series, and their stories resonated deeply with fans. Among the many drivers featured, several stood out for their experiences, struggles, and legacies. One of the most notable cast members was Alex Debogorski, a man whose life story was as adventurous and rugged as the icy roads he drove on. Born in Berwyn, Alberta, Canada, Alex grew up on a farm, learning the value of hard work from an early age. His family background was steeped in resilience and discipline. His father, Stanley Debogorski, served as a paratrooper and tank commander during World War II with the 1st Polish Armored Brigade, while his mother, Irene, was a Cambridge graduate who excelled in mathematics and music. This blend of toughness and intellectual rigor shaped Alex's character. Before rising to fame on Ice Road Truckers, Alex held a variety of jobs. He worked at a tire store, drove taxis, served as a club bouncer, flipped mobile homes, and even dabbled in coal mining and diamond prospecting. Each of these roles contributed to the skills and experiences that made him an exceptional ice road trucker. His diverse background, combined with his charismatic and approachable personality, quickly made him a fan favorite. Alex's tenure on the show was remarkable for its longevity. He appeared in all 11 seasons of Ice Road Truckers, a feat unmatched by any other cast member. Over the years, viewers witnessed his evolution as a driver and his unwavering dedication to the demanding job. His memoir, King of the Road: True Tales from a Legendary Ice Road Trucker, released in 2010, further cemented his legacy. The book detailed his many adventures on and off the ice roads and offered an inside look at the perils and excitement of the profession. Beyond his television fame, Alex has made significant contributions to his community, earning widespread respect and admiration. His story embodies the rugged spirit and determination that the show sought to highlight. Another memorable figure on the series was Steph Custance. Steph's journey was different from many others because she came into the world of ice road trucking with little to no prior experience. When she joined the show in Season 10, she was a novice driver learning under the guidance of seasoned veterans like Todd Dewey and Lisa Kelly. Many fans initially doubted her ability to handle the extreme challenges of the job, but Steph quickly proved them wrong through her resilience and determination. Steph's motivation for taking on such a dangerous career was deeply personal. As a young mother, she explained in interviews that her son was her primary inspiration. She wanted to provide for him and create a better life, which gave her the strength to face the ice roads head-on despite her fears. Her story was one of growth and empowerment, making her a role model for many viewers. Steph's early days on the ice were filled with challenges, including a tough driving test ordered by her employer, Polar Industries. Todd Dewey's mentorship was crucial in helping her navigate these initial hurdles. One memorable moment was when she crossed a broken ice lake, with Todd guiding her from the shore. Her success was emotional and symbolized the triumph of courage and hard work over inexperience. The cast of Ice Road Truckers was diverse, with each driver bringing their own history and personality to the show. Many of them had spent years honing their skills in extreme conditions before appearing on television. Their shared experiences of hardship, danger, and brotherhood created a powerful bond that viewers could relate to. One tragic chapter in the story of Ice Road Truckers was the death of Hugh Rowland. Hugh was one of the original drivers on the show and quickly became a central figure. Known for his skill and determination, he was respected by his peers and admired by fans. His death was a painful moment for the Ice Road Truckers community and the wider fan base. Hugh's passing highlighted the very real dangers faced by ice road truckers, even beyond the ice roads themselves. The physical demands of the job, combined with the harsh environment and long hours, take a toll on drivers' health and safety. His death served as a reminder of the sacrifices made by those who work in such extreme conditions. Throughout its run, the series showed the drivers dealing with not just the ice and weather, but also mechanical failures, road closures, and the constant pressure to deliver goods on time. Their stories often included moments of personal struggle and triumph, making the show much more than a documentary about trucking. It became a human drama about perseverance, risk, and survival. Many viewers were touched by the personal stories shared on the show. The drivers' motivations ranged from providing for their families to pursuing a passion for driving in extreme conditions. Some were drawn by the thrill and challenge of the job, while others saw it as a way to maintain a connection to their northern roots. In interviews and behind-the-scenes footage, several drivers spoke candidly about the impact of the job on their mental and emotional well-being. The isolation, the constant danger, and the physical demands all contributed to a tough work environment that required strength beyond driving skills. The show captured these aspects with sensitivity, helping audiences understand the full scope of what it meant to be an ice road trucker. Fans of the series often debated which driver's story was the most compelling. For some, it was Alex's seasoned expertise and longevity on the ice roads. For others, Steph's inspiring journey from novice to capable driver represented hope and determination. The show also featured other drivers like Lisa Kelly and Todd Dewey, whose leadership and experience helped guide new recruits through the dangers of the ice. The camaraderie between drivers was another theme that resonated with viewers. Despite the competition and high stakes, the drivers often supported each other, sharing knowledge and encouragement. This sense of community added depth to the show, illustrating that behind the tough exteriors were people who cared deeply for their colleagues. Beyond the personalities, Ice Road Truckers also highlighted the economic and logistical importance of the ice roads themselves. These frozen routes are critical lifelines for remote communities and industries in northern Canada and Alaska. The drivers' work ensured that essential supplies, from food to fuel and construction materials, reached places otherwise inaccessible during winter months. The show helped raise awareness of the unique challenges faced by people living in these remote areas. By focusing on the truckers' stories, it also drew attention to the broader context of northern life, including the harsh climate and isolation. This perspective contributed to the series' appeal and educational value. In summary, the cast of Ice Road Truckers brought a rich tapestry of backgrounds, experiences, and emotions to the series. Their stories of bravery, hardship, and resilience made the show compelling and relatable. From the seasoned veterans like Alex Debogorski to the newcomers like Steph Custance, each driver contributed to the narrative of survival and determination on some of the world's most dangerous roads. The tragic loss of Hugh Rowland underscored the risks involved and the human cost behind the adventure. The show's focus on both the drivers and the environment they worked in created a powerful and enduring portrayal of a challenging profession. Ultimately, the lasting impact of ice road truckers comes from the people who lived these stories. Their courage, skill, and humanity continue to inspire fans and bring attention to a unique and vital way of life.